Just when we thought this mess with Diddy was over, the feds just shook things up again when they decided to go full investigation mode on him by digging out receipts of his gay relationships back in the 90s. Apparently, Diddy was out here flying these men out the country to blow their backs on a yacht. But here's where things get even messier, y'all. Word in the street is, while he was running through all these men, he got emotionally hooked onto one of them and started dating them. And guess what? It was reportedly his personal assistant at the time, Fonzworth. This came after Freddy P decided to spill the tea about Diddy's secret relationship with Fonzworth, claiming that Diddy turned Fonzworth out. He said Diddy used Fonzworth for so many freak-offs to the point where Fonzworth had to run from him just to feel like himself again. Freddy P said he personally witnessed Diddy disrespecting Fonzworth over and over again. At the time, Freddy claims he didn't understand why Fonzworth was tolerating that kind of treatment. But it all made sense once he found out Diddy was sleeping with him behind the scenes. According to Freddy, Diddy doesn't truly care about anybody. He's either sleeping with them or keeps them close because he has dirt on them.
But with Puffy, of course, I think he gay. I think everybody around him gay, and I think you don't get to stay around him unless you've proven that either you are with the shit or the shit don't bother you. It took part in some foolery, aided some foolery, enabled bad behavior, or have your own ghosts, have your own skeletons that he allowed to, you know, oh, I'll do this while you do that. We all good. We don't give a f. This our work. It's an addiction, turning people out. That was his addiction. That was his addiction. He didn't. There's plenty of people that he could have. It was his addiction. Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carry the man umbrella. He was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his bitch. He talked to Harv like his bitch. He talked to D-Dot like his bitch. He talked to all them niggas like they his bitches. And now that I learned that they really were his bitches, that's why I got so much respect for Gene. I think Fonz was his little girlfriend at one time, because you have to see how they was conducting themselves. I don't want to say that about Bentley, because Bentley got kids and shit, and I got respect for that nigga. Like, he was one of the few niggas I fuck with. But the way they used to carry themselves back then, and plus he had put something on his Instagram. He put something on his Instagram like 4 or 5 months ago, and he was like, "Don't let me tell my story," or some shit like that. I heard they fell out because of he was stealing or something like that, whatever. But nigga, you hang around a nigga who don't want to pay you, giving millions of dollars away every night, you know, acting like he can't pay you on time, want to fill your butt, all this weird. You gonna steal from him too, nigga. You might not even be a thief.
Now, even though Freddy P might have sounded a little wild in that interview, people felt like he made some valid points. For years, there have been speculations that Diddy not only turned Fonzworth out, but also blackballed him into silence. For those of you who may not be familiar with Fonzworth, he was technically a rapper, but he became more well-known in the early 2000s for being Diddy's assistant. Originally, Diddy hired him as a stylist because he desperately needed a rebrand after that infamous club shooting incident involving Jennifer Lopez and Shine. Not long after, Fonzworth transitioned into being Diddy's full-time assistant, and the two were inseparable. He was Diddy's +1 everywhere, and that only fueled the rumors. People even claimed Diddy was sleeping with him. And let's not forget that infamous photo of Fonzworth holding an umbrella over Diddy at the beach. That picture single-handedly made people believe that they were indeed sleeping with each other. What a lot of people don't know is that it was actually Diddy and his entourage who gave him the name Fonzworth. He was so close to the crew that they felt he needed a name to officially make him part of the circle.
Tony De Niro was like, yo, we gotta think of a name for you, man. And if you're gonna be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you gonna do, you understand? We gotta think of a name for you. We're gonna try to make you like Bentley or either Fonzworth or either Bent. You gotta be, you know, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat, and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. You know, he was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude Tony De Niro said, we gotta figure out a name for you, man. It's gotta be on the level of, you know, those characters. He said, you gotta be like Fonzworth, you gotta be like Bentley. He said, we're just gonna call you Fonzworth Bentley.
Now, while most people mainly saw him as Diddy's manservant, Fonzworth had his own ambitions. Eventually, he decided to walk away from being Diddy's assistant and focus on his own career. In 2003, he landed a spot on Diddy's MTV reality show, Making the Band. But not too long after wrapping up with the show, he officially quit working for Diddy and began pursuing his own path. He even secured a book deal and went on to author a New York Times best-selling etiquette book titled Advance Your Swagger: How to Use Manners, Confidence, and Style to Get Ahead. A few years later, Fonzworth starred in his own MTV show From G's to Gents, which ran for 2 seasons before being canceled in 2009. But that didn't slow him down. Just 2 years later, he jumped into music and found a fair amount of success in that lane as well. Fonzworth went on to release his debut album, Colors, and 2 years later, he collaborated with Kanye West on the 2013 album, Yeezus. He earned songwriting credits on multiple tracks, including On-Site, Black Skinhead, I Am God, and Hold My Liquor. Their partnership continued on Kanye's 2016 album, The Life of Pablo, where Fonzworth received producer credits for the song Ultralight Beam. Even though he was mostly known for being Diddy's assistant, he never spoke publicly about Diddy after leaving his job. Many people believe his silence is because Diddy allegedly traumatized him and pressured him into doing things he didn't want to do. And honestly, this seems to be a common theme, because almost every man who gets close to Diddy eventually has similar stories floating around about them. Freddy P even doubled down in his interview, claiming there was definitely some kind of freaky relationship between Diddy and Fonzworth. The crazy thing is, Diddy didn't stop with Fonzworth. There have long been rumors that he pulled the same moves on other men in the industry, including Meek Mill. I mean, do y'all remember that viral video of Meek cooling off in the pool that had people claiming he looked like he had just come from one of Diddy's freak-offs? Apparently, Diddy had been cracking him all night, and he needed to take a break by dipping in the pool to cool off those fragile cheeks.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Around the same time the video went viral, Meek and Usher were both exposed in a sexual assault lawsuit filed against Diddy by a music producer named Lil Rod. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod described Meek as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and the only rapper that fits that description is Meek. He also described Usher as an R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, which clearly pointed in Usher's direction since at the time, he had just wrapped up his residency and headlined the Super Bowl halftime show. But that wasn't the only thing fueling the speculation. A man claiming to be Diddy's former bodyguard released an audio recording that he claimed was Meek getting drilled by Diddy during one of these alleged parties. According to him, he secretly recorded the audio while working at Diddy's house on the night of one of his freak-offs.
Like, son, like all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke. Like I smoke and I had my own, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich.
Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime 2 rappers or 2 people in the industry come dressed up alike, on more than one occasion.
Who child? Unfortunately for Meek, this audio didn't help him at all because people took it as proof that he was really out here allowing Diddy to get his way with him. Anyway, going back to Fonzworth, word on the street is that the feds recently discovered multiple tapes of him and Diddy, as well as some evidence that links him to Diddy's crimes. Before he became Diddy's boy toy, He was his assistant, so he got to witness a lot of Diddy's crimes and even helped to allegedly cover them up. But the thing is, the feds aren't interested in arresting him. They are reportedly willing to let him off the hook if he gives them the info they need to get Diddy recharged with those RICO charges. And guess what? Sources claim that Fonzworth is ready to sing as long as he can get off this mess without doing any jail time. Fonzworth might want to get him a witness protection deal too while he's at it, because we have all heard that rumors about Diddy taking out witnesses. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said Diddy being involved in some shady, secretive, degenerate stuff is about as surprising as a sunrise. Another person said Diddy got raided by the feds and they found unregistered with the serial scratched off, a layup to put him away for 20 years. Yet he didn't even get a charge. So obvious that he's some kind of informant or intelligence asset. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Diddy's 90s boyfriend getting exposed? And do y'all really believe that Fonzworth cut a deal with the feds to get off the hook for his involvement with Diddy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.